Yo, you should do a dance group.
Okay, so our first question is, who or what inspires you?
Well, a lot inspires me, but probably mostly my dad was a songwriter, and I grew up in country Victoria and just spent a lot of time doing sing-alongs with my dad and with my family, and just grew up playing lots of music, so he's probably my biggest inspiration. Yeah, and he continues to inspire me all the time. So every time I go home and hang out with him in the country, we get to write some songs together. Yeah, he's quite a quirky. Yeah, we have a jam.
What advice would you give to fellow bands?
I feel like I would have a lot of advice, just because a lot has happened and been through a lot.
Yeah, what do you wish people would have told you?
Oh, okay, that's a good one. To enjoy it and to enjoy the ride. But no matter what happens, you know, no matter what sort of curveballs are thrown at you, to just enjoy it. Because music, at the end of the day, you know, the reason that we all do it is not because we have to do it because we love it. Otherwise we would be accountants or something where you could earn lots of money. But you know, music is, it's like, it's the language of the people and it's beautiful. So I would just, I would tell myself, like at one point if I was talking to my 16-year-old self, hey Sal, just enjoy it. Maybe the other thing I would say is that relationships with other musicians and relationships with people that you meet in the music industry are one of the most important things, and just to make sure that you nurture those relationships. So say, you know, you might be hanging out with someone you like to play music with, and really nurture those relationships, because you might end up being in a band with them for like 20 years, you know, so you make sure that you look after those people around you. And also, you never know what other people can do for you. You know, they might end up becoming managers, or they might end up being really, really integral pieces of your career. So, yeah.
What do you think about downloading music on
I've got a bit of a mixed opinion. I think it's great, you know, that people can download music so that they can share it, you know, so that you can know it. So there's heaps of bands that I would never have heard of if I couldn't download their music, or I couldn't listen to them for free. Otherwise I just, you know, I wouldn't hear them. So I think in that way it's a positive thing, you know, sharing music and getting it out there. Probably that, you know, the negative thing is obviously that a lot of bands don't always earn that much money when their music is downloaded. But I think the positive part of downloading music probably outweighs the negative part. So, and for a band like our band, we don't earn heaps of money from iTunes downloads, and we earn a little bit of money but not heaps. We rely on live music, so we play a show, and the albums that we sell at the live show, or what we get paid for live shows, is where we make our money. So if someone hears us on the internet, downloads our music, but then comes to a show, then we, you know, it's a win-win situation for us.
Well, I need love to remember, keep me going in the morning light. I need love.
Final question. What do you think about the music industry today?
I think the music industry, well, the music industry that I'm in, that we play in, is probably a bit different to the bigger, like there's the pop music industry, which is massive, which is just, you know, commercial radio and merchandise central. You know, people buy more merchandise, like they buy the t-shirts and hats more than they buy the CDs these days. And it's often about branding. So that part of the music industry, for me, I don't totally understand and I don't get, but I feel like that is more popular culture for me rather than the music industry. I think the real music industry is what happens here, like in Melbourne, what happens out there on the streets. Like tonight, Wednesday night, there'll be like 5 bands playing on Sydney Road, probably within a radius of 100 metres, you know, and some amazing musicians. So from the music industry that I'm involved with and that I know, I reckon it's pretty amazing, and pretty supportive, and and it's not that competitive, like it's more nurturing. But if you get into that sort of popular culture music industry where it's all about commercial, I think that gets a little bit more competitive and it's a little bit more cutthroat. But the real grassroots music industry in Melbourne is it's pretty beautiful. Yeah, and people love live music, so you know, being in the live music industry and playing to live audiences and making people dance and making people feel is pretty cool. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Not that I like country, but I put my head on a train for you. I catch a grenade for you. What's the next line?
Don't know.
Jumped in front of a train.
Yeah, no,
I
no, catch a grenade for you.
Oh yeah. You know I do it for you. Oh, I would
Go
So now we're
through
gonna do
all the
country
pain.
Here we go. I would go through all this pain. Yeah. Bullets would straight through my brain. Yeah, I'd die for you. Oh, yeah, I'd die for you.